Hello out there in Facebook, YouTube, social media land. Day two is about 9:35 or 9:45 here in NYC. About to complete my second day of the fast, my water fast. Trying to do 40 days. The most I've done was 9. Today was kind of rough on set working. They had a Dominican food. It was smelling heavenly. But I just stuck to my water, stayed to the side, sat on the couch with everybody else around the apartment where we were filming, we're eating the food, and just the aromas was just, it was just heavenly. But I had to stay strong. I didn't snack on no chocolates, little chocolate kisses. They sent me to the store since today I was doing acting as well as doing some PA work. They sent me to the store to get some snacks, and it was tempting. Got the candy, the lollipops, all that other stuff, but I just couldn't. I have to stay pure. I have to stay strong. I want to move closer to the Most High God, and I feel fasting and prayer, increase the prayer is the way to go about it. For those, like I said before, for those who are atheists, okay, fine. You don't believe in that. That's up to you. I'm not gonna knock you. So, but I know where I get my power and my guidance from. And in order for me to do better for myself, I have to crucify my flesh and and take something away from me what I considered what I like to do, and that's eat candy. That's eat. I mean, when we satisfy our belly, we feel good. But when we don't, and we replace it with something else, where if you're a person of faith, you should replace it with the Word of God and just prayer, and just reading. You read of the Scriptures. So, like I said, I'm trying to make it to 40. Hopefully, I make it to 40. I'm only human, so I might not. To be honest with myself, 9 days was the longest I've ever done it. Uh, I just need some things changed in my life. Like I said, the Most High has helped me combat, marijuana smoking. I had like a 25-year habit. I've gave it up like 4 or 5 months ago, so I'm doing well with that, as well as my lust. Don't look at videos of women on YouTube shaking their booties no more. You just have to change. It's a matter of what's more important to you. Is you can keep on adding to your flesh, or you're gonna work on your soul, and your soul will live on. Your flesh will not. Your flesh dies. If your flesh didn't die, we wouldn't be getting old and getting wrinkles and gray and hair falling out. If our flesh was permanent, it's not. And that's one thing I'm beginning to realize more and more. Since both of my parents are gone and I am all alone in this world, uh, things are a lot more serious now. I felt I did my job. I took care of my mom the last 4 years of life. It was difficult. I didn't look forward to every day, but I had to do it, and I did do it. And have a documentary out there called "A House She Has Left Behind." So I mentioned that in different film festivals. So hopefully that can be seen by a lot of people. Not saying I'm better than anybody, but I'm just trying to show people what sometimes you might have to do in the ups and downs of being a caregiver, sole caregiver. It's not easy, especially if you don't have that much money, which I didn't, and that part falls on me. I should have did a better job, when I was younger, and listened to my parents a lot more. But I was just so eager to just have money in my pocket. I really didn't. I really didn't grasp what they had to say. I always wanted to be in this acting field, but I wasn't. Be honest with you, I wasn't always dedicated as I am now. And when I was much younger, I had a fallback. I had both my parents alive, and I still had a job. I worked for Wallbounds, and I worked for this workers' compensation company out on Long Island. I should have held on to those jobs and really concentrate on doing theater. But I was always afraid of leaving my job in Long Island, getting to the city by 7 o'clock, and I get off at 5. It would have been difficult. But I can't go back. There's no trigger that will allow me to go back 15 years. If I did, I would do things differently. I'm almost like everybody. But I just have to live for the moment where I am right now and move into the future. And that's, it's a difficult part because, I do have regrets. I think about the things that I should have done. I would be in a better situation now. But, life lessons you learn, at 54 years old, I've learned. Some people learn when they're 25, which, I give them all the respect. If you're that young, you understand what you really want to do and really go for it. Boom. I didn't at 25. I was going, but I was like, I was give and take at different times. I went through like 2 years of stage fright because I stutter when I talk, and I let that get the best of me. And I was smoking weed constantly, It got the best of me, And I was drinking a lot, I must admit. But, I've cut, like I said, cut weed out for 4 months, and my drinking is almost down to like nothing. I used to have like a Corona for lunch every single day. Last time I had Corona was like almost like 2 months ago. And the last time I had some like hard liquor was when the person was when my renter, a friend of mine, had a birthday, and he gave me a shot of JD, and that was that. So it's just learning, and it does get hard at times. I can't lie and say I don't cry from time to time. Sometimes it gets really bad. I lock myself in the room. The tears just flow down. But I just have to pick myself back up, and with the help of the Most High God, just continue to move on, and hopefully He looks down at me and has extreme mercy upon my situation. Looking forward to next week's filming again. We had I think 2 more weeks to go only on the weekends, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll have more lines to do, get a little bit more intense for my character. So hopefully, I can bring out all the emotions that I have to bring out to make it look real as possible. That's the only thing. That's one thing I love about acting, is a challenge to make things real. Hopefully, I can be a filmmaker one day and really talk about period pieces, what my people, African Americans or Hebrews, have gone through in the past, and also how society looks at us right now. I like sci-fi, I like period pieces. I'm not much into horror, but I do like superhero stuff. I wish we would, as people of the African diaspora will concentrate more on creating our own superhero characters. I know there's Luke Cage, I know there's the Black Falcon and Black Panther, but I'm not so crazy about making Iron Man or Captain America or Spider-Man black. I know they're fictional, but we can make our own. I feel we have enough illustrators now, and to do our own stuff. If Tyler Perry can have his own studios, why can't anybody else? He does good work, but it's, I don't know, it's almost like he's turning out like factory. But I can't knock the man because he's almost like a billionaire, and I'm not. But it doesn't mean you like everything he does, and I don't. We never like everything anybody does. We have to have a critical mind and be able to criticize each other, but not break each other down on a personal level. If you put out stuff in the public, and production wise it doesn't live up to what you think it should, you should say something about it. And some of his productions done production wise, it doesn't really show a lot of creativity. I read somewhere where he shot like a whole season like in 4 days on one show. That's impossible. How do you do that? And the actor's gonna memorize all their lines, and you can be that creatively on your different shots. You can do different things. I assume most of those shows are in studio shows, sitcoms, so you can do something like that. But it shows a lack of creativity. It have to. I'm not knocking him, saying that he's a bad person, but I think his camera angles and just the production value, it's somewhat, it's like it's the same thing all the time. But he has his built-in audience, so he doesn't have to change. People love him, which it is great. We all wish we can have an audience that people will turn out every single time when we do a production. That is great. As an actor, if I had a chance to work with him, yeah, I would do it, because I need to go to a different level, and I need continuity in my life, working, getting a paycheck. So yes, I will do it, but for like 10 years from now, and that's all I'm doing, and if he hasn't improved his creativity in the different camera angles and just overall, production value, it does show something. You have to improve. You have to evolve, and as people, we have to do it. As artists, we have to do the same thing. Miles Davis evolved from just a regular jazz to like the jazz rock, jazz fusion. And then in the late 60s, early 70s, when jazz was falling off and rock music was taking over, that's what he made that change. He was able to, put his ego aside and see something else out there and add to it, and gave another, 10 to 15 years to his career, But some of us are not always eager to do that, which is so saturated or so cemented, is I would say the exact word, in what we normally do. We don't want to change. We're afraid of change. You can't be afraid of change if you're an artist. You have to change with the times. You have to give the people what they want, but still do it your way. Don't do everything their way. Do it your way, but give them what they want. And we all have an idea inside of us. We're all made up of different chemicals inside, and we all look at things differently. And that's the great part of being an artist, a musician, a painter, a writer, an illustrator, a sculptor, whatever we do with our hands, with our heart, with our minds, we have to create, we have to change, we have to, like I said, we have to evolve. And I'm learning that now. I wish I learned that much sooner, but I'm still alive, and I can still change. At 54 years old, I still can do something different, and I'm hopefully that. I'll be able to continue to be an artist and continue to do what I love. I always say I love what I do or do what I love. I just don't like the BS. And that's, when so much money involved, there's so many gatekeepers out here that are stopping you from doing something. And it's like right now with my film, The House You Have Left Behind, I can't really take it personal when it's not accepted in film festivals. But since the film is about me being a caregiver, it's about my life, and it's the first film that I produced independently myself, I do take it difficult. I do take it hard, And the social producer, Richard Bird, always telling me, no, you can't do that. But it's the first time. It's the first time I've done something like that on that level, and when I give it to people to look at, they're always touched by it. They love it, So it's I'm learning on that aspect as well, But I am grateful that I am working. I'm working on Leatherman, written and directed by Charles Haskins. He's a brother that him and we have two different aspects of what life is about, but we still, want the best for our people, no matter what, and I respect him, and, I feel like a lot I can learn from him in a different area of my life. We always try to be humble ourselves and learn, from different people. And I'm working with a lot of good people, TD, Trevor playing AK Leatherman, Michael Picardo, Nikki, Yassi. It's a good crew. It's a small crew, and the actors are nice to bring in the A game, so it forces you to up your A game. And that's a great thing. So. I'm wonderful. I'm able to create life, as they say, and not just read the words. Bring life, to your part. Hopefully it's memorable and people want to see more of you. So again, I told him, if I haven't told you personally, thank you, Charles, for giving me the part based upon my reel and my other stuff. I didn't have to audition. I really do appreciate that, and hopefully, that is a first step of many more things to come, and where people will just give me based on my reputation of my work. I'm not known like Denzel or Samuel Jackson or Blair Underwood or Tom Cruise, but I feel deep down my heart, I'm just as talented. I just need that opportunity. And once given that opportunity, and once I step my foot in that door, I'm not walking out. You can't get me out, because my talent will keep me in that door. Okay, well, that's it. That's day 2 of my thoughts and my water fast, and hopefully I'll check in tomorrow, day 3, and see how everything is going, and talk to you people. God bless you all, and like I said to my atheist friends, all the best to you. Hopefully, you are doing the right thing for yourself no matter what, okay? And good night to you ladies. Bye-bye.